I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. The mugshot, we've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot.
Is Trump too stupid to realize how offensive he is? Is he too arrogant to realize how offensive he is? What is it?
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we have an African American guy at one of the rallies a month ago, and he's sitting there behaving.
Why do you have to mention that the black person is behaving? So there's a black person, but don't worry, he was behaving himself.
He's doing quite well. Pretty impressive. The little boy's driving it well, he's putting well. He's doing everything it takes to win. So you know what you guys do when he gets in here? Pat him on the back, say congratulations, enjoy it, and tell him not to serve fried chicken next year. Got it. All right. Or collard greens, or whatever the hell it is.
That was Fuzzy Zeller during the 1997 Masters tournament, which Tiger Woods went on to win. And the best part about that, just a little side note, that was at a golf club that was segregated. Like, they didn't allow black members. It was kind of like a big thing. I digress. But yeah, fried chicken, collard greens, normal things to talk about with regards to black people, and golf, normal conversation, These are the same people that don't see race and don't see color, right?
Look at my African American over here. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think that's exclusive to conservatives. I just think they're a little better at it, a little better at just being ignorant and racist. Take what this Fox News host said during the pandemic.
For San Diego city workers to get the COVID-19 vaccine or lose their job, putting public safety at risk as hundreds of the city's police officers remain unvaccinated. Joining me to react, a former San Diego police officer who quit ahead of the city's vaccine mandate, Brandon Gibson. Sir, you look jacked. You look like you could defend us in any way, shape, or form from anything that could potentially befall us. Why would we get rid of that? Because you won't take a vaccine? Because quite frankly, sir, if my family is in jeopardy and I see you come to the door, I don't give two you-know-whats whether you have a vaccine, what your race is, what your religion is. I don't care. I want that guy saving my life.
Why are we talking about his race or religion? That's not the story. The story is the police officers not wanting to get vaccinated, when they're going to be around everyone in the community and be able to spread COVID really quickly. Because, when you are a spreader, when you are not vaxxed, cope and seed if you don't agree. But why is the thing hey, I don't care what race you are, you come to my house. I don't care about your race. Weird. It's okay to have racial literacy, right? Having racial literacy is totally fine. I don't understand how they feel like they're above the fray by having zero racial literacy. No literacy with regards to this at all. By the way, just circling back, the cops, when this happened, it was so funny. All these cops went in threatening to quit if they were made to get vaxxed, which, like we said, it was like the trash taking itself out. But at the same time, it's so funny because they all threatened to quit. At the end of the day, out of thousands of them, it was always 2 or 3 cops. It was just they actually quit. They actually followed through. The rest just, but who is this? What is this we can't talk about it thing? When does, we can't talk about this stuff because it's going to make people uncomfortable. You're not extra, enlightened because you just don't acknowledge race. I mean, when people say we need to stop focusing on race, literally everyone else is yes. However, if you want to not focus on race and maybe go into how it was a construct, you have to teach colonialism and all the awful things the Europeans did, right? You have to go back. And then there's like some class consciousness going in there. You got to learn about indigenous people. You got to learn how, colonial powers introduced this concept of race to, class divide us, right? And, I think it was the Boxer Rebellion, not a good rebellion, but also after that, the British were like, yeah, we got to separate these people, the Spanish too. So you got to go back and, learn about colonialism if you want to, be above the fray with regards to race.